Guys, this is Shahid from codeforgeek.com, and today we're gonna learn how to create a custom middleware in ExpressJS. So this is a simple Express server. As you see, we just declared the Express dependency, and we just created a simple router, and we just added our middleware. I'm gonna explain this in a minute. So this is our basic router. It uses this middleware, which is our custom. Let me just comment it out for a sec. And it uses our route. So if you don't have a middleware, things will work like this. So run your app, go to the browser, say localhost 3000, API, and you get the result here. Now let's enable this and see what's happening. Sit here, and there's something there, request is received. Now let's check over our middleware code. It is very simple middleware. Middleware accepts three parameters: your request, your response, and one callback parameter, which is actually very important. If you don't call this parameter, then the order of the execution will halt here. Let me just demonstrate that. So suppose you're not calling this function, you just call request is received. We're at here again, hit it again. You see there is no response coming. What's happening here? But you got the request is received. So what is happening here is it is going, router is going over here, but just because we don't have the callback function called, it's not going to the next router. So this is a very important thing. So once you do that, again, everything should be fine now. Yep. Okay. This is a very simple explanation, but what middlewares are and what are their main concept? So middleware is a design pattern which explains that there has to be a series of function calls before the actual operation happens for particular APIs or particular system level calls, etc. So suppose you have an API call, say users authentication, but before user authentication you also want to make sure that the token that is coming via an API has to be authenticated. So basically any common kind of operation which you want, for example session based authentication or token based authentication, authorization, those kind of things are done using the middleware, because those are the functions that we have to call every single time. So all we have to do is just add the piece of code over there to validate your token or something, and just place it above the router we want to do. So all the API calls, so for example if this is the authentication, then every API calls after auth has to place below that. Now this is very important. The order of the middlewares are very important. So if you just switch this here to here, so your first thing would be the API call, then next would be the order, your middleware. So make sure your order is correct and it works it works basically the way you design it. So yeah, this is it. I feel like the small kind of tool to middleware. So let me know what your feedback is. Thanks.